Me and Space Engineers, and you're on with Pixie Rain. And yeah, so last episode we got shot out of our salvage location with this escape pod, and here we are. We're right back into the thick of it, and we went ahead and built ourselves a bit of a shuttle, little ship here, out of the parts of that escape pod, and now we're heading back to get back to our base star, but also to get to the salvage location where they think they got rid of us. Looking at this design, I have some ideas as to the thruster placement. Hey, thanks for joining again. And also, I'm thinking at the front here, I want to set it up so that it can be a welder ship and a grinder ship. I think that would really be a good option. It's not going to obviously be the Longhorn because we don't want to waste the two batteries we built. But the nice thing is that we can be able to connect. Everything will be connected with a large connector port, which means anything we grind up or want to weld would be taken care of that way, which might make it a little easier in the build of our base star, because that thing is going to need a lot of welding. And the way I see it, if we can get it done by this little workhorse here, actually, you know what? Let's call it that. Actually, we're going to actually call it the workhorse, because that's what it sounds like it is. You know, it works. So we're going to call this we're going to call it workhorse. And we're going to call it a shuttle. Workhorse shuttle. How about that? There we go. Perfect. So the way I see it, we're going to come back to the salvage location, and you know, I'm thinking let's see about, ooh, you know what, guys? I wonder if any of these things have ice, because that is a precious commodity, and I don't know that there's any more on station. Oh, what's that over there? Uh-huh. You know what? I'm gonna do something really kind of crazy. It's gonna burn up some of our ice. I'm really kind of nerve-wracked about trying to save our ice as much as possible. So we're gonna switch these over to the thruster group, because when we stop, I want to be sure I can turn those off. But I want to make sure that our H2O2 gen does not run out of ice. So we don't have a beacon on this thing, do we? Do we have, oh, we don't, I think we need more than one. Okay, so what I was thinking was maybe going and checking those rocks. But if I do that, we're gonna lose. Yeah. Ah, that's not good. Let's go ahead and press on. Because here's the thing I'm thinking, guys. I don't want to lose my ship. Because I don't have a beacon on it, and it's not salvage, so I can't put a salvage marker on it. There we go. Epsilon just showed up. You know what? Wait a minute. What if we... Nah. Nope, 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 nope. Sticking to the plan. I start thinking like, oh, well, what if I go down here and I find some neat ore and then I could just mark it with... No, I mean, yeah, that would work, but what if there's 6 or 7 different ores? Yeah, you know, what if there's an ore I already have or something like that? Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm just watching that. I would feel so much better if that ice level was just a little bit better. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Huh. Nope. Here I'm getting myself distracted. I'm like, what is that? It's like, no. I gotta stop doing that and focus on the plan here. Unless that was the rock and it was moving. Oh, I didn't think about that. Nope. There's the rock. Yeah, we're gonna get you. We're gonna... Get up close to this thing. I figure grind up as much of it as possible, get it loaded up into as many cargo containers as I think I can haul. Try to get thrusters in place, but here's the problem is that the ice is just the biggest issue. Although I'm kind of curious as to what was a kind of ship up back up there, but I don't know. I don't know what it would be though, back up in that way, but it could be a problem. And I don't need any trouble. I'm trying to think what they're where. I don't know what side this thing would have come off of. Wow, there are distress signals everywhere around here. Alright, how we doing on fuel? Oh shit. Pardon my French, but dang. Yeah, that's ice is a big problem right now for sure. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Just gonna watch this for a little bit. We're gonna drift in nice and slow. I was burning too much getting in there. Okay. We're going to turn off the thrusters. Okay, that hopefully holds some of our ice in. It's still losing a little bit of ice. Alright, so hopefully we won't lose you. I don't really have a way to save you anyway. Huh. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure a beacon uses 4. Let's check just to be on the safe side. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what kind it is, it's going to be 4. Alright. That's okay. Alright, let's go zip out here and get us some salvage, because this is like crazy. Here's the hole it came out of. Oh, that was that structure that we saw here. Interesting. Okay. Huh. It had that in there and that in there, and it was stuck to that. Okay, that's really kind of interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Okay, that's actually a really cool launch area here. I like that. It looks really neat. Huh. Alright, let's see what's downstairs. Well, there's a bed in here somewhere that has tools. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. Alright. Automation timer block. Don't know what you're all about. Uh-huh. Okay. Pipes. That's all. Alright. I don't know that there's anything else for me to grab here. Alright, let's see what's further in here. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay. What about you? Alright, what do you got? I'll read that later. Okay, more food. Outstanding. That's what we need. Oh, that was a good find. Let's have some chili. 53 minutes, okay. Check this out real quick. Pop this down so that we can be able to get... Yeah, I knew there was something in there. Ah, money, good. Can always use that. Alright, more money. Good to go. Oops. Somebody's hoarding all the good tools. Alright, so there's quite a bit of good stuff in here. Alright, cool. This is a really nice little base. I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice. Alright, so I think we've covered almost every entrance. Except for up there. That's the one entrance we didn't check. Okay, so this is the one that this busted up that we saw. Okay. Alright, so at this point, I think we need to start thinking about grabbing some. Let's see here. So in order to move this, we're going to need a lot of large, we're going to need grids and large, pipes. Okay, I'm not going to lie, that's really cool. And we're going to be taking that now. Could always use more computer components. Let's see here. Let's see, is there like, want stuff that I can... Is there grids in here? There wasn't any cargo containers. I don't think the... Yeah, I didn't see any here either, so we'll grab this. Glass is nice too for algae, building algae farms, which we're going to probably want to have some of that too. Alright. No ice, no storage facility. It was like everything that we took is what we... Alright. Alright, there's an O2 farm. Is there an antenna or is it just this? Oxygen tank. Beacon. Alright.
Inventory full.
Okay, what do we have that we don't need? All of these. Yeah. I just need 3 of those.
Inventory full.
Ah, it's only going to give me 1. Not nice. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, so... Alright, let's load you up and get a refill on our stuff. Alright, so got some good stuff here. Well, we are going to get a... We're definitely putting a beacon on here. Okay, so apparently we can only put it there. Well, that's really annoying. Alright, so let's see if we can do it like this.
Energy low.
Okay, we need a few more components there. Okay, now we just need radio components, so we'll be good to go in that respect. What did I see moving? Oh, it's a military escort. Yeah, I gotta stay away from those things. Those things aren't good. Oh, snap. Before we go and do that, let's go ahead and get a recharge. Get a recharge on everything here, and then, yeah. Oh, crap. Really? No. That is not okay. Now we're going to have to waste more of our things to get another set of batteries. This is why I wanted more power cells. Good gravy. So, gotta put another power cell on it. You know what I should do? I should get a hydrogen engine. Dude. That's what I should have put on here, was a H2 engine. Would have been great. Nope. No, I gotta be the one to put these little dinky batteries in here that don't work for very long. How much time do I got on this battery? 7 minutes. Jeez. I don't think we got any other way of generating power. You know what? We need to get this ship back to the base. And I honestly don't know if I've got enough power to get that far, or even if I got enough energy in, yeah, well. Let's see how much, gotta watch the ice, too. Ice is doing pretty good so far. Alright. So we're gonna head back to the base star. And then we need to set up a connector situation. That way we can recharge our batteries. It's a shame that thing didn't have any solar panels. Then we'd be good to go as far as power, but it doesn't change our fuel situation. See, there's our other challenge, guys. We gotta get some fuel, man. That's just all there is to it. We gotta get some fuel. That's just. But for now, we gotta zip back here, get parked. Now we could swipe some of the hydrogen there. That would work, but what we really need to do is find a good fuel source. We'll offload what we got here, and then we'll see about trying to get some sort of connector set up. If we lose out on getting this salvage in this location, it's not the end of the world because we do have some good materials, and that's really good, you know. And stay away from the military escorts because those things, they're automatically really nasty to you. It's just how they are. I just wish there was more something with a lot of metal grids on there because that's what we need. Because each one of those thrusters is going to cost us 40 metal grids. We're going to need a lot of metal grids. But you never know. Might be able to do something. You never know. Alright, 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and conserve energy because I think the survival kit probably draws power. Alright, that just bumped us up to 5 minutes. That's good. Alright, save us an extra minute. We're closing in on the base star now, which is good. What's our fuel status for our ice? 228. We're actually holding pretty good with the fuel. That's good. We are rolling in at a slower pace. We just kick it up a notch here. Because we are running low on power, and I don't really want to have to build another battery, which we might very well have to do. But I would like to avoid this. We still have a long ways to go to get to the trade station. Bloody thing is 208 away. That's way outside the range of our ships here. I think we're gonna probably have to put a fourth battery on though, which means it'll drop me from 10 down to 8. Okay, let's check our fuel status. 200. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're really coming up on the edge of the thing here, aren't we? Okay, let's watch our ice. Down to 144, 137. 110, 103, 96. And we are down to 0. And we are like, oh wow. Alright, let's zip over to here and grab some ice. Hey, we're back. I'll have to go in through here. Alright, there's the ice. Wow, we are so light on ice, it's not even funny. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this in here. One minute. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're going to need another battery. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to pull this off. Okay. Yep, there it went. Alright. So let's go ahead and drop these things down in here and see about getting... Yeah, see? Okay, so we need some components here. I want to be able to get some sort of connector setup situation going on here. Probably going to have to do a connector where this is, because this is probably not going to be there. But for now, let's go ahead and set up a connector right here, just as a temporary measure. That way we can actually connect the ship to our base. And then there should be, let's see, pipes. Alright, now we need a connector back here somewhere. Or somehow, some way. Maybe set up a connector right here, actually. This would be a good spot. This actually be a really good spot to put, like... Actually, we could do a landing bay right here. Yeah, let's do that. First things first, let's do an inset connector. And do we have any? No, we do not. Well, do we have any in here though? We're looking for some. Yes, right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and get over here to these small batteries and get them all charged up. And we're going to turn off. Now the H2O2 gen that I have in here. I hope it didn't. Alright, cool. I want the H2O2 gen in here to be turned off. And there we are. We're all connected. We got it made in the shade that way. Good to go. Slightly crooked, but that's okay. It'll live. Let's go ahead and actually, you know what? We can just transfer that stuff directly. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the ship stuff and we'll just transfer all this stuff over to the cargo terminal. Wow, that's full. Alright, cool. The rest of you can all go into the... Alright. Yeah, I thought that was it. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get... It's gonna do some welding here real quick. Alright.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. It's always the story with this thing. Alright, so we got that stuff loaded in there. So let's go ahead and do a quick recharge. And then I think it's definitely behooves us to take another run over there. But before we do that, let's check and see what we got for food. Alright, cool. We'll take the Crispies. Alright, let's do this. Let's go hit that salvage bin again. This time we're gonna do it. We don't, we don't really have, well, actually, we haven't really done a lot of surveying. I think on the way back, we'll load up first, but on the way back, we'll hit the, we'll hit some of these rocks and see if we can maybe score some really nice ore or that we could sell. We can make things with our survival kit. So we do have iron ore, nickel ore, and silicone ore we can actually do something with if we want to. But also the really cool thing is we need, there's always a chance for ice, and that's kind of really essential. At least for us at this moment. Head back here to the salvage location. Let's see if we can't grind up a backpack full of those materials, particularly, well, pretty much anything. But we definitely want glass, and that's going to be hard to come by, and pipes for sure. Okay. That's new. What's that? Wow, that's a lot of really good material here. Some sort of sky bridge, it looks like. Okay, we'll make another trip out here for the bigger stuff too.
Inventory full.
And how are we doing on time? 28 minutes. That's not a lot of time. But that did give us quite a bit of material. I'm actually gonna drop some of these. And we'll pick up I want to pick up these things first. that's better. Alright. Back to the base star we go. That's going to be plenty of glass for a while. It's going to be really good. We'll use that glass to set up more algae farms. That way we get a really good turnout of algae, and at least we know we have food. But we do need grids, and we do need pipes so that we can get our hydrogen stuff up, and also to secure ourselves some tanks. We need some. We need to get that hydrogen tank built. That would really be necessity number one. Because once our base star has its thruster capabilities and its fuel, then we can begin to see about moving it a little bit closer to some locations. And then the other thing is well, we just gotta find some ice, man. That ice is what's really messing with us here. Because we could take our grinder ship out for salvage if we had ice, because we'd have fuel for it. Alright. Let's go ahead and get in some shade here. And get a resupply and stuff. What is that? Yeah, military munitions drone. Yeah, that's all about trouble. It's a lot of trouble. Okay, so we also need to get a refinery and a basic assembler built in here somewhere. You know what we might do? Let's see here. Do we have... Yeah, we do right there. Alright, now if we do that, we can put a basic refinery right here. Motors and computers, let's see. Let's see, where are you? There you are, and we need motors. Well, where are the motors? There they are, okay. Good, that's enough to get the refinery going at least. And then we could get the basic... And right here, we can do the basic assembler right inside of here too. Right there. Oh, actually, I think I'm eligible for the full assembler, and we need the full assembler because the full assembler is what's going to break down the other. So let's do that instead. There's the full assembler. Just slap that in there. Alright, so we need a few things for you. Alright, cool. So we need to think about trying to get some very particular things out here at this salvage. Let's get out there real quick. Get in there and see what we can score that has the components we need to finish our project. So we get those in place. Now we'll rearrange it slightly, and I want to set up an industrial section too. But right now we're just kind of building off of that and getting platforms in place and things like that. I kind of like doing these kind of mobile bases that you kind of tear into a base vehicle and just totally destroy and change it and rip it around and do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I do like the start from scratch idea, but it's really kind of cool to take a ship like that and turn it into like a station. Now that thing's going to disappear soon, real soon. So we're going to definitely want to think about what we're going to do for our very last visit, because I think we're down to like 10 minutes on this thing maybe. Alright. Let's see here. I am curious when it disappears what it's going to do. Oh shoot. Alright, let's get inside where we're out of the way of that. Alright, so let's look for, okay. No, that doesn't have what we want. No. Okay, so that doesn't have anything. That's got some computer components. Let's see, no computer. Oh wait, that does. How many computer components? And that's a motor. All right, let's see here. Is this intact at all? No. Okay. No, girders, don't need that. Yeah, we'll take these. That's got motors and steel stuff. That's always really good. Let's see. Oh, we did take in and check that, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Actually, let's see if there's anything else in here. Nope. Alright, looking for computers.
Inventory full.
Oh, that's got some computers in it. Let's see, what can we ditch? We'll ditch those.
Inventory full.
Alright. There it is! I knew they had to have one of those. Oh yes, we are so taking you. Yep.
Inventory full.
I knew they had to have one, guys. I knew it. Alright. How much time do we have? 18 minutes. Alright, let's get back to the base star. Oh, that's perfect. Now we got solar panels. Solar panel is a nice little passive form of energy generation. We definitely could use that. We'll put that on the base star, and then we'll pull for, and then it'll charge things up for us. It's gonna be slow going though with all the other machinery. We'll have to be careful, but we can definitely use it. 100%. Please tell me that is not what I think that is. Is that? It better not be. There's that munitions drone. I got plenty of munitions right now, thank goodness, so I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Energy low.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great, guys! Now if we can just get our fuel tank in place, get some, other things done so we're mobile. Alright. Now we're going to put the solar panel over here on this end here. And I'm going to do this kind here because A, I kind of like it, and B, I think it's going to be a much nicer setup. I'm not too terribly keen on the fact that this is, we'll put one there. And we'll put one there. I'm just going to tentatively... Oh, I guess I can't. Okay. Alright, so this one's going to go here. Now we only have enough for one anyway, but I'm going to get one second one started for the other side. Alright, let's get in here and get this assembler's stuff done. Alright, now we just need the grids. That's good.
Energy critical.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this stuff set up. And we'll get your thing set up, that way I don't lose you. Alright, and that goes in there, and then let's get ourselves charged back up. How about that? That's good. Get in here. Have a sit down. I still can't believe we're gonna have to set our tanks up on the side there, but I figure we'll do 2 hydrogen tanks, one on either side. I was gonna just do one and then put like the refinery on the other side, but then I thought, nah, should probably keep the refinery somewhere further back down on the other end. So that's what I was thinking. All right. Let's get some oxygen. All right, and let our exposure level go down just a little bit more. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and shred a few things. Yep. Wow. Yeah. Tricky stuff. Mining carriage, not too bad. Okay, let's bet I could go with something that looked really kind of cool. I wonder if it would look cool to have one of these in here. Oh, that'd be actually kind of cool. Let's get that interior plate, maybe do that interior, kind kind of like that, actually. Nah, not that. That looks kind of cool. Alright. Now, I think I'm going to take a second and change up this just a little bit, because we really don't need some of these things in here. Oh, I guess we do have quite a bit of material. I'm just going to transfer it all over there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so one more trip back to the salvage facility. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be really close to being gone. And I think getting some more material would be great. We did... If I could just think, where would there be anything else that would be, like, critical? I don't know. I really don't know where there... I don't remember seeing anything that was particularly tricky. Oh, we're gonna pass you by. Alright, let's hop in here. Alright, might as well zip in on this, well, I don't really need, well, actually, it's would be pretty advantageous. Oh, wow, okay. I can't resist this very long line of steel plates. Because that's like, yeah, okay. Grab those. Alright, now where was that, no, that's not it. Where's that spot with the... Must be down here. Yep, there it is.
Inventory full.
Get a few more of those. Okay. I'm gonna take the radio components because...
Inventory full.
Well, maybe you should skip the radio components. Because we really don't need them yet. And honestly, those would be better anyway. But that has got motors in it. We want motors.
Inventory full.
Wow, inventory's full. This is our last grab too, because we got 9 minutes. I might be able to get it, but I doubt it. Alright. Alright, where is the, there it is right there. Alright, cool. Alright, we'll zip on back. Well, the nice thing is we are definitely getting some good materials, and that's really important. We're going to really enjoy having those to be able to get that construction underway. We're going to burn through. If we're doing 2 hydrogen tanks, we are going to burn through all kinds of stuff. But I don't know if I want to do 2 tanks. That's the thing. Because we don't really need to do a lot of heavy burning in a different around too much. Um, I feel like maybe keep the hydrogen tanks on one side and then do like something else on the other side, maybe? I don't know. Well, we do need to have a place to grow food eventually, a greenhouse of some kind. And we do have to have living quarters and things like that too. We better stick with just the one hydrogen tank and then figure out what we put on the other side. Alright, so first order of business. Get this finished up. And I know there's stuff for it to load up on. Yep, there it is. Alright, and we don't have any grids for the for that other deal. Alright, let's go ahead and get that, that, and this. Okay, well that's that on those. Okay. Wow, we sure got a lot of components that way. I wonder if there's yeah. Pretty much gonna call that one done. Because there's no way that's we're gonna be doing much else with that. Let's see here. I wanna well, we're gonna need to tear this apart because we want to put the put that hydrogen tank right there. Now I wonder if are any of these. Some of these are heavy armor, I think. Yeah, like right here, that's heavy armor. Yeah, see, we got some heavy armor here. That's one. Is this heavy armor too? Yep. And so is this too. That's what I thought. And that is
Energy
11,
low.
which is enough to get our... Alright, now we just gotta get a couple more components here on here, but we can do that. Oh no, I'm getting hungry. Well, there's a crunch on that. Okay, let's get some steel. Actually, why am I taking steel from there? Let's take it from the side that counts. This side here where we've got to get it cleared out anyway. Okay, let's see. Yep. Alright, that makes a nice little hole. We can leave those there. And then... So I want to do a, next to that, actually, you know what? Maybe I will do this differently.
Energy critical.
Thinking maybe I want to put the survival kit further over somewhere else and do the recharge deal there. That's what I'm starting to think. Maybe I should. Now we could run... Well, I did want to put a different deal up there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit this. Alright, so we're gonna do... Let's do a large hydrogen tank, and we're gonna stick it right There. That way there's enough room to pipe it in, and it's chilling there. And it's covered under these things.
No energy.
Ah, not good.
Energy low.
And this way we can run a pipe over to here and we'll be good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat. And that's going to get us a hydrogen tank, and then from there we can run piping to get the for the thrusters. So the trick is going to be the thrusters, and I know that I'll put some thrusters out of those out of pretty much any port that I can get these things on. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, that's good enough for me right there. Alright. Now we've got the pipes right here, so grab those, grab that, that and that. Let's see here. And then let's... Now we're going to need more steel, and we're going to need more comps. Yeah. I don't know what else is in that place or if it's even still there. But it might not be a bad idea to give it a go again and see if it's there. Alright, we're heading up to go see if that salvage location is still there, and if so, see if we can't score some more computer components. I'm not sure exactly what would have them in there. I think we pretty much stripped it out of all those components, but there might be something stashed in there somewhere that has it. I'm not sure. That's assuming it's even still there. It very likely may have gone. And if it did, hey. Oh, what's that? Thought I saw a flash. Private sale, yeah. Still, I think that escape pod thing was so freaking cool. I mean, that really took me by surprise. I haven't seen that one before, so... Alright, looks like it's still there for now. So let's see if we can't find some more stuff on there. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. It looks like the entire grid disappeared except for the floating bits. Huh. Okay. That is an unusually weird circumstance, but okay. I guess we'll grind down what's left and keep it. That was disturbingly weird. I've never seen it leave grids behind like that before. Alright, well, that's it, I guess. No sense in keeping that around. Alright, now, there's a distress signal out there. I'm going to tuck in behind these rocks back in here. Give ourselves a few moments of charge. don't know that I want to go over and try to tackle another one of those, but I would like to see if some of these nearby rocks on the way back to our base star might be lucky enough to provide us with some materials that we might need. So let's check this rock out over here, see what it's got. Hopefully it's got some ice. That would be the best case scenario because, oh wait, what's that? Oh, it's a private sale. Because that is golden. That is what we want. We need that fuel. That fuel is what's going to get us going, you know? It would also encourage me to turn that workhorse into something that's going to do some good with the drills. Alright, what do we got? Anything? Nope. I've seen these things be in a lot of weird places. We may have checked this at one point. Looks familiar. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is just a rock. Ah! Wait! Did I just see the... I saw the magic word. Alright, where are you? Here is ice! Right here! Aha! What a find, guys! Double ice! Oh, perfect. This is brilliant. Let's definitely... No. let's definitely mark this. This is amazing. What a find. We have fuel. We actually have fuel now. Alright, let's get to work on this. I'm not going to lose any of it either, so we're going to go in on the side here. A little trick I learned. Alright, and then that way. Now we should be right, yeah, right about there. I'm not going to waste any of it. Nope. But it is pretty thin.
Inventory full.
Yeah, it's a very thin one, but that's okay. Where is there? Right there. And only 8 clicks away, too. That's just brilliant. Nice. So we're coming back with about 5K worth of this stuff. That's going to be so good. We secured ourselves some fuel. What a great end to a really good episode, guys. This is wonderful. We got ourselves a fuel source. We got ourselves some more salvage. We got ourselves a new workhorse ship. We need to set up a docking bays for both the workhorse. We also want to set up docking bays for... We're going to need a lot of docking bays on this base because I'd like to have some drones that go patrol and have them programmed so they come back in and get recharged and refueled. I think that'd be really cool. I also want to be able to have a docking bay for our Longhorn transport that's going to do a lot of running back and forth. And of course our workhorse. So we got a lot of building to do on this base.
Storm inbound.
So, but this is amazing, awesome, brilliant. I love it. All right. So we're gonna start by dropping it off in here. We do not do stone, so that will go out here. I dropped it in here because, well, I was hoping that it wouldn't do that, but it's gonna do that anyway. I knew it would. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down in here. Oh wait, what are you shooting at? Ah, getting some practice in on those things, I see. Alright, so we've got few more components. Good deal. Very good deal. Okay. All right. Well, gonna go ahead and get in this here bed, and thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you again next time on Epsilon Longhorn Economy and Space Engineers. I know it's a mouthful, guys, but it's a lot, and we got a lot of good stuff coming up too, so you know the deal. Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Leave comments, man. I always check it out. Come on, guys. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and keep on building.